welcome to Entrepreneurship with Veronica. Let's talk about our morning routines. How many of you absolutely struggle with waking up in the morning? I've noticed as I have entered adulthood, and especially as I've entered my 30s, that waking up is hard. I so badly want to wake up early in the morning to seize the day, to really get to plan how my day is going to go rather than just barrel roll right into it. And yet for some reason, when I wake up in the morning, I'm so groggy that I don't even know my own name half the time. That sounds really bad. I know I want to get certain things done. I want to do yoga. I want to meditate. I have a list in my head, but I'll be so groggy that I won't be able to take action on half of it. I end up thinking about what needs to be done for the day, and I start to kind of get into a panic almost about that instead. But I won't even do a good job planning what I actually want to do. I just start thinking about it all and it's swirling in my brain. My motivation goes down and things just don't go the way I want. I understand, yes, sometimes we can't control everything. Things come up. There are things on our schedules, clients that need us, but ultimately our day starts with us, and my days were not what I wanted them to be. So yesterday I had a little bit of a honesty moment with myself. Now, I'm very stubborn. Those of you who haven't met me in person may not realize just how stubborn I am, but I am stubborn. And one of the things I was being stubborn about was my go to bed time. I wanted to simply go to bed when I wanted to go to bed, when I felt ready to go to bed. And it was usually within like 10 or 11 o'clock, but I was ignoring the fact that I need 9 hours of sleep. And that's just the way it is for my body. I would love to be one of those miracle people who can get only 3 hours sleep and be hella productive. It's not me. That means I need to be going to bed at 9 p.m. if I want to be waking up at 6 a.m. And I want to be waking up at 6 a.m. It gives me enough time in the morning to do all the things I want to do and prep for the day without feeling rushed. What I found in experimenting with my morning routine is that having enough time to do the things that I really want to do without anybody needing me, not even my assistant, that means waking up early. And if we're honest, most of the people that we want to be like wake up really early. Even the best writers wake up early and write in the morning. So it was time for me to start being serious about my going to bed time. Basically, I needed to self-parent myself. So I went to bed at 9 p.m. last night. And I knew it would be difficult, so I meditated in order to fall asleep. And that really helped me not only bring my energy down, but it also helped prime me so that as I was sleeping, I was in the energetic state that I wanted to be in, so that when I woke up, I felt pretty good. And oddly enough, I woke up at 5:45 a.m. naturally. So that's new. Now, like I said, this is just the first day of me doing this, but one of the things that I know for sure is that if I hit the snooze button, everything goes to hell. Because snoozing, you're like half awake, half asleep, you're trying to keep on sleeping and you're fighting the time to wake up alerts, and it really messes, at least with me, it messes with my brain chemistry. So I knew I didn't want to snooze anymore, and I knew I needed to be getting my 9 hours of sleep and be stubborn about it in an adult way. Finally, something else that I've been noticing is that I'm so groggy in the morning that I'll miss doing the things I want to be doing. Or I'll know, yeah, for sure, I like want to do yoga, but I won't feel like it. So I, again, got stubborn with myself. It's still too hot. So I sat myself down in a self-parenting move yesterday and finally wrote down exactly what I do in the morning in order. This is the list. Do not deviate from the list. I also wrote down my evening, which is shorter, as you can see. I'm probably never gonna get past the whole groggy, crazy morning feeling, but I can do things about it. So I know that showering helps wake me up. So it's one of the first things I do, even if I plan to work out, because I won't work out if I'm not awake. And I love to have solo dance parties. So recently I was watching an episode of House because I love it. And his wife was doing jazzercise. And she'd just be jumping around the house. Like she's just having a solo dance party. Supposedly it's good for your ass. Who doesn't want a firm tush? I said, okay, by the time I'm out of the shower, I'm awake enough to put on music that will get me moving. And I'll have a 10-minute dance party by myself. Then I'll do yoga. Then I'll meditate. Then I'll have breakfast. By doing that routine, I've created like a mini fast for myself in the morning. And it worked really well to do that kind of activity first thing in the morning and to like jump around to my favorite songs and then do yoga to kind of use that blood flow in order to stretch and open the body. And then yoga is supposed to be the precursor to meditation, so that flowed really well. The point is, mornings set up your day. They create a literal foundation for you. And you've heard me say before, get off your phone in the morning. It's more than that. It's really protecting your time. And for me, it turns out I need a list and I need to be really stubborn about my going to bed and wake up times. Figure out what works for you and then stick to it, because really your morning makes the day. Choose what you want to do in your mornings and be honest with what will work for you and what won't, and then stick to it. If you have to, write it down like I did. If you know anybody who struggles with their mornings, send them this video. I struggled with my own mornings for a long time and it's a continual learning curve. But if any of these ideas could be helpful to anyone that you know and love, send them the video. Maybe it's exactly what they need. All right, time for me to go start work. I'll see you all later. Have an audacious day.